Climbing is the closest I get in life to being in complete control of my mind, body, and spirit. When I'm on the wall, it's like this euphoric feeling takes over my body, and that experience helps me stay focused in other aspects of my life. That piece is what I want to be translated to the kids here at the program. I grew up in the sport without having any role models that looked like me at the top of my sport, who experiences I could identify with as an inner city kid. Anytime I saw outdoor sports, it was on television with a commercial with a smiling white family and their dog hiking up a mountain, and I couldn't relate to that experience. And so for me, I was kind of just blazing my own path the whole way. And for many of us, we're trying to get out of our communities and be as successful as we can. But for a lot of Black and brown kids like me, the options for that seem so limited. And so I want to be able to create a program where it's like, here's another path, here's another way that you can go where you can realize more of your potential.
Everybody clap your hands.
My name is Lightner. I'm 21 years old, and I'm a professional rock climber and the founder of Climbing for Change.
My name is Lightner. I'm actually a university professor, but I'm better known as Kai's mom. Is his belayer for all these years. First time he went to the gym, he left in tears. He left in tears because he could not get to the top of a wall. He had gotten to the top of several of them, and they put him on a 45-degree angle wall, and he couldn't get to the top of it. And he did not want to leave until he could get to the top. And we had been there for hours. I had to promise him that I would bring him back the next day for him to try it again. He was 6.
It was a purple tape climb. I will never forget it. Climbing is a gateway to an experience that is so healing mentally, physically, emotionally. It's like having access to those outdoor spaces and knowing that they belong to you as well. It's transformative. So Climbing for Change is my nonprofit organization, and we work to support diversity and inclusion initiatives to provide opportunities for underserved communities and to diversify the outdoor industry. Whether it's providing funding or resources for initiatives that already exist, or providing scholarship opportunities for individuals or Black people or people of color. I just want to put as much funding and resources as possible to help make the barriers of entry of getting to the sport for people of color easier.
We said, we'll give you a wall. We'll give you the kids. I'm Bianca Motley Broom. I'm the mayor of College Park, and I've served in that capacity since January 2020. I'm the first woman and the first person of color to serve as mayor in the city. We have a community of about 15,000 people. People are looking for ways that we are constantly building that community we deserve. So this wall providing access and opportunity for our kids in a way that hasn't been imagined before in our city, I think is one piece of that. He picked the Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center, which is one of our more economically challenged areas of the city, and thought this would be the best place for maximum community access.
I've participated in so many programs where I've seen kids who come from crazy backgrounds, violence, poverty, drugs, and they get into climbing, and it's just their whole outlook on life changes. They become more hopeful. They discover something that spiritually is grounding. I feel like that's something that all kids, all people should at least know exists.
The connections that Kai has throughout the climbing community is what really made this happen.
One of my sponsors, Adidas, was able to connect me with Kevin Jorgeson, who runs One Climb, an organization who has been building climbing walls out of Boys and Girls Clubs. And working with him, we were able to secure the funding from Adidas, get the climbing wall built in the Tracy Wyatt Center.
Everyone came together to say, this matters, that inclusivity matters.
We got to connect with Daniel and Darren, the owners of Stone Summit Climbing, to start programs at Stone Summit and to treat this location and this climbing wall at the Tracy Wyatt Center like a sister location. So they've committed to sending setters over to help set the walls, to help work with the clubs that we establish at the Recreation Center, and also establish programming here to help foster those kids' interest in the sport.
It didn't actually take a lot of convincing.
Hi, I'm Daniel Luke. I am the co-owner of Stone Summit in Atlanta, Georgia. My big hope is that we can create a program around those that can afford to help others, and create scholarships and grants through our climbing team that can then foster not only the experiences in here just to get here, but also learning the fundamentals of climbing. There is a bigger picture that I'm looking towards by getting people with means to help out those without means.
Anytime our kids have an opportunity to see, do, and be something different, it opens up doors.
It's crazy going into a project with a vision for a community. I feel like everybody needs something productive, something calming that helps them stay centered mentally, physically, emotionally, because when you're put under so much pressure by society, by your circumstances, it's so easy to succumb to the negative aspects of life. No one wants to grow up believing that they didn't reach their fullest potential. The only way that you can really do that is having activities in your life that help you put things in perspective, help calm you down, and really help you be the best version of you that you can be. I feel like for me, that's always been climbing. After a lot of this political uproar dies down and it's not popular to wear Black Lives Matter shirts anymore, you want to make sure that the funding is consistent and the work is being done. Because it took generations for us to get here, and it's going to take generations for us to be in a better place.